Hello, I'm Carletta McMillan with Beyond Revealed, and I'm sitting here at the 24/7 in the NODA District in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have a lovely singer-songwriter, Miss Arsena Schroeder.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
You good? So I just wanted to talk to you about, you have a new EP that's coming out in
January 1st.
January 1st.
Yes.
And tell me about that. Tell me about what's going on with your music right now.
Yeah, I have an EP coming out January 1st. It's titled Abundantly, and it's, if you don't know what EP is, it's basically the same thing as saying like a mini album. So it's 4 songs that I've written over the last 3 years and produced them myself, and I'm going to push them out there. They're like my babies, so I'm nervous and excited.
When you came on my radio show, and it's like you shut it down. It was completely silent. It was amazing how you brought the presence of the Lord, in there, and how God can relate to, all sides of music.
Right.
So with that, what's one thing that we can expect from your album, hearing it on January 1st?
Let's see. You can expect to hear music that has been prayed over, music that comes from the heart. They're literally, the songs are like a journey, just sharing my journey. It's the story of my journey, starting with one song that's just kind of a song of desperation, ending in a song of just being in love with God. So you can expect to hear, everyone can probably relate to at least one song on there, whether it's a song of desperation or a song of excitement or a song of just forgetting about everything else and just wanting to follow God. You can expect to hear something that at some point in time in your life you have felt.
Okay. Now you say it's a journey. Let's go back. I remember a year ago, well, we met over the summer, but a year ago you were in school and you didn't graduate not too long ago. So tell me about the transition from graduating from college and then actually pursuing, because you wasn't going to pursue music full time. You were going to go to grad school. So
Right.
tell me about the transition.
How do I sum this up in a short story? Basically, when I graduated from high school, I got $500,000 in scholarship money. So it was offered to pay for my schooling from undergrad to my PhD. So I pretty much thought that was the track I was going to take. I was on track, applied to grad school, got in, but I didn't feel like that was what I was supposed to be doing. And so it was this big battle, and I prayed for a long time, like, do I go, do I not go, what do I do? And I'm not going to make any decision until you tell me. But eventually came to the point where I could feel that God was saying, you need to step out in faith, don't do what's safe, don't do what's secure. Do what you love to do, and I'll provide for you. Don't chase being able to provide for yourself, which is what my goal was. It wasn't to uplift the kingdom. It wasn't to do anything other than have that good old job and 401k. But it's been a year since I graduated, and I won't say it's been easy, but it's been the best thing ever. Just favor comes with obedience. So that was the journey. No grad school.
No grad school.
No.
Are you planning on going back? No?
Not unless he says anything else right now. I mean.
So I know that you're working out at Music Matters, and God opened up the door for you because you're able to use your skills in music and your education as well. How does that collaborate?
Well, Music Matters, we give music instruction, so guitar, piano, drums, voice, whatever. And I basically just do the booking, so I'm not doing anything musically inclined there. So I mean, I do more of an administrative role, but it's amazing because I'm with musicians and aspiring musicians all day. So for me, it's really a place where I go and I learn. I talk to the experienced musicians, I ask them music questions.
Of course.
And then for the people who are looking to learn, I talk to them, I encourage them, let them know I was where you were, I wanted to learn an instrument, and so it's the best of both worlds, and I can't believe they pay me. They pay me to do something that I love to do. So that's Music Matters.
Okay. Now keeping on the same scale with what you love to do, since we're at the 24/7, let's just jump into that for a second. What do you actually do here at this facility?
Well, 24/7 is a prayer room, and it's for people of all faiths, all walks. I mean, it's centered around Christ. We invite them to just come, and we meet them where they're at. We provide prayer. We provide different Bible studies and life groups. And I just started out here volunteering to staff the room. And in January, I'll be stepping into a new role with the live music and providing, I guess, encouragement and workshops for people looking to get plugged in. I'll also be doing the booking. So it'll be a new role, being a part of the leadership team, but that's what I do.
I love the way God is really using you, you know, after you said step out in faith, He opened up new doors for you.
Right,
So
right.
this is definitely awesome. Maybe you give us a tour of 24/7. That'll be awesome. It's a really good facility. I love coming here. I actually came here. You and I and another friend. We did? We met here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, well, we went to church together, but
we came here
first place we hung out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, 24/7 is really, really cool. You guys should definitely check it out. Going back to your album release, because that's why I really want the viewers to really get the album and support what you're doing. You're considered an indie artist. Okay, I work with a lot of independent artists and indie artists. Tell me about the process, the preparation that you had to go through, because a lot of people, you know, because I'm not an artist, and they, you know, they don't want to hear it necessarily from me. So, you know, could you share with us about the process of the preparation?
Preparation for recording?
Yes, preparation for recording. And,
yeah. Well, money is important when it comes to recording because it's expensive. And so I guess I started with the process with fundraising. I launched a Kickstarter and I launched the Indiegogo campaign. So half of the funds used for the project are from Indiegogo and the other half are from just PayPal donations. In addition to music was just, in addition to the money was also getting the music together, which meant finding musicians who could kind of sense the direction you're going in with. And it's important to have a producer. I didn't have that luxury because of the amount of funds I had, so I was a producer. Yeah, so it was interesting coming from that aspect. But just, yeah, I think getting the music together, if you're an artist that likes live, you know, actual instruments as opposed to like beats or pre-prepared tracks like that, working with musicians and vocals. I did a few vocal sessions. My dad is a vocal coach, so he helped me with the first song, and I just took those techniques and applied them to all of the songs. So.
And with your dad, he's also a producer. Now, did he help you along the way in your musical process? Outside of, you know, the album, the first?
Oh, no. No, my dad has been producing for a long time. He studied music in school, so he has a degree. He's worked with a lot of artists, but we've never seen eye to eye on style. And I think he's finally realizing, just let her do her thing, because, you know, he never understood what direction I was trying to go into, and I didn't want to go in the direction he was going into, so he, you know, for the most part, you know.
They're fathers.
But he's still a good support system. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would send, during this process, I would send him the songs, well, the first two, and get feedback, like, what do you think? So he helped with that, but I mean, generally speaking, I just kind of do my own thing.
Your support system. We were hanging out one day, and I remember your mom and her husband. They came in. It was
the sound system.
Your sound system. How is that having them support you through this process?
It's good. I mean, my mom and her husband Vince, they are very supportive. They come to as many of my events as they can, and Vince will like take my flyers and start passing them out.
This is so funny.
My last gig, he actually was like, "Let me do a duet with you," and
he performs. I didn't know.
He tried to play the guitar too. It was, yeah. Anywho, so but they're supportive. They bought my PA system, so certain gigs where they don't provide sound, I bring sound that they bought for me, which is a big help. And they also got me the piano that I have now, so. Yeah,
that's cool. And independent artists, they need to know they need to come prepared, you know, and they don't realize that when you're starting off, you have to invest in yourself, and people will see the, the quality of what you have. So with your support system, with your husband, you guys are coming up on your 2-year anniversary. Yay! Yes. I know he has been, super supportive. How's the transition for him, been as well, because you're in this together?
In regards to music?
Yeah, in regards to music.
He sees it all. I mean, bless his heart. I mean, everyone else that, supports anything that I do, they see me like singing, but he sees it when I'm like up in the middle of the night, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to raise funds? How am I going to do this? And I mean, he gets to see me like really being tested, and the fear that can try to, come on you when you're trying to do what you love to do. I mean, you're going to face some type of opposition or resistance, whether it's externally or internally. That just comes with doing anything that you care about. With passion comes pain sometimes, so he's very supportive and encouraging me, and mainly just making sure I stay sane.
I know you have this fetish about not wearing shoes.
Lord, okay.
Let me tell you, she does not wear shoes when she performs, photo shoots, nothing. So please, fill me in.
I don't know. I didn't even notice I didn't wear shoes till people pointed that out. I did when I was in school. I went to the Dominican Republic for a semester, and it's a third world country, and people are like, you need to put your shoes on. Like, you can't do that here. And I don't know where it comes from. It just feels comfortable when I'm performing. I'm trying to understand myself. I have no idea. I just I feel restricted with shoes on.
And the reason why I asked, not just because I started doing it lately, because it feels great. I like carpet, so that's why I have my reasoning. I don't know. No, the reason why I asked, because your sound of music, and we're gonna get into that, but your sound of music, it just makes you feel so earthy and connected to everything. So that's how I feel like you relate to the earth. I don't know, but it fits. I want to let you know it's strange at first, but after you open up your mouth and people hear the words and you mean it fits.
It's strange,
but
it's comfortable. It's
comfortable,
freeing, and
free. Got you. Okay.
I've actually I played somewhere outside, and ants were biting my feet. It was really bad.
You did outside?
Oh. Yeah. So I had to put my shoes back on.
That's a problem, Okay, so I was so excited, and I couldn't say anything before, but the American Idol. Yeah, you always give me that look when I break it up, because for us that's not involved with it, it's it's something big, or it used to be before they draw it out. So tell me about your experience with the American Idol.
American Idol, they came here last summer, and I played at my cousin had a barbecue or something, and she wanted me to play, and I played, and people were saying, you really need to go. Coming, you need to go. And I'm honestly against everything that they're about, but I was told so much that I thought, why not, and just go. I mean, the worst they can say is no, and it'll be a good experience. I'll get to meet people. And so I went to the Charlotte audition and waited. I was there maybe 12 to 14 hours.
Pretty serious.
Yeah, but I did make it through the first round, and it's kind of just a speed audition. You can sing maybe 30 seconds. And then the next round was somewhere else, not in Charlotte, and that's when I got eliminated.
Yeah. How was the elimination process? Because you weren't so excited, but being eliminated from anything, to me it takes a toll on just a little effect. So were you affected by it at all?
I mean, I was, but not because I wanted to do American Idol. I'm not even interested. Just the name just sounds bad, American Idol. But just for me, it just hit a soft spot. Everyone has insecurities, so to be turned down or rejected, you're like, oh man, I don't even want to do this show. How are they gonna reject me? But Yeah, I mean, it was a little sting, but then I actually started recording my EP the day after the audition.
Oh.
It was crazy, so I'm feeling like kind of down and rejected. I gotta get up and then go sing in the studio. So we actually planned to record My Heart Cries Out, which is the single for the EP, the first day. But I'm like, it was an upbeat song. I'm like, I'm not in the mood. Can we do like my saddest song? Let's do that one today.
Well, yeah, because you want to relate it to.
Yeah, so it was a very therapeutic process in the studio. But yeah, American Idol it was interesting. The second round, I will say, there are a lot of talented people that have been singing a lot longer than I had. So
I was rooting for you. No. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I'll still call in. So, what about the spare time of Miss Arsena? What do you do in your spare time? You have 24/7 going on. You have a husband that's a full-time job in itself. You know, so you have your friends. But what do you do personally in your spare time?
Someone asked me that maybe like a week ago, and I had to think. I'm like, what do I do in my spare time? Do I have spare time? I enjoy reading. I read. And just hanging out with my husband. That's it. If I have time, I hang out with him, read, and
call it a day. Okay. Okay, so going back to the indie artist side of you, how effective has the social media life been?
Social media is awesome. I guess it's the new thing with music now. I mean, it's just a part of the process. I mean, if you want to reach people, you have to do it. And so social media, I'm trying to think. I got a Facebook page under someone's recommendation. I won't name who. A music page, yeah. I got a music page maybe like 3 months ago or so. And so, I mean, it's cool. I get a lot of my gigs are based off of social media. People that just stumble across my stuff. And that was like the main way that my campaign for fundraising got out there. So social media is, don't get me wrong, it's helpful, but it can be tedious at times, just keeping up, and you want people to feel like they know who you are through your social media, as well as staying and, you know, letting them know what's going on with music. So I mean, it's a full-time task, but I think it's more effective if you do it yourself, because I know some people get someone else to do it, but you want people to know who you are, and you also want to get to know other people. And so social media has been helpful for me to meet people. The person who actually did the photos for, the person who did my photos for the campaign for fundraising was through social media, and the person who did the Abundantly EP flyers through social media. So you meet so many people through social media. People I've never seen face to face who sent in money for my campaign just because, you know, we're connected on Twitter or something. So yeah,
it's awesome. Now you keep saying about your fundraising campaign. The first one you did was Kickstarter. The second was Indiegogo. With those two, do you recommend that for other independent artists?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, with the way that music is now, you don't need to be signed to a label to go out and do stuff. And fundraising platforms like those make it so much easier. So I recommend it. Kickstarter is one of those sites where if you don't reach your goal, then you don't get funds. They don't take your funds, but you don't get them. So Indiegogo might be something a little bit better for someone who doesn't have as much reach or fan base. Because you still get a percentage of your funds even if you don't reach your goal. So I would recommend either or. If you're popular, then do Kickstarter.
I know we talked about the transitioning from one end to the other as far as education and then straight to music, but it had to develop from somewhere. So tell me about the development for the love of music.
I think I've always loved music. I don't think I ever thought that I was supposed to do music. My mom actually told me something crazy. I just had a birthday last weekend, and she said that she was going down memory lane, and she said on the day I was born, my grandmother was in the delivery room. I don't know who else, but when I came out, you know, babies cry, and she said that my grandmother said her lungs are very strong. She's gonna be a singer, and to the day my grandmother died, she always thought I was gonna be a singer. I think I've always loved music. I can remember times when I was young, I would listen. My first album that I bought, I think, was like Brian McKnight, Back at One. And some IMX Marcus Houston thing. And yes, terrible. But I had my own boombox, and I would listen. And I remember I would sing and practice Tony Braxton's "Unbreak My Heart." But I mean, it was a hidden passion of mine, and I just gave up on it after when I was younger. I wanted to lead worship in church, and that opportunity was not given to me, and I was just crushed. So I didn't sing again until I was about 18 or 19. From that time to that time. And so, I mean, it's a passion of mine. I think that we have to fight for our passions sometimes. And I think in our society, it's a big deal for the things you love to do to be considered hobbies, and oh, you do it when you have time. But I think that God created us all to do something. And if you're not doing it, then you don't feel fulfilled. If you're not doing it, then you're not doing what you're created to do. And so I think my grandmother was right, which is crazy. I think I was, you know, meant to be a singer. And so at the end of my life, when I stand before God, I can say, well, you know, despite opposition, despite rejection, despite insecurity, I did what I was created to do. Even if I sang for one person, even if I sang for 5,000, whatever. That's what I was created to do. So I just made that decision to do that, and I think the Abundantly EP is the first thing of just kind of saying, I'm going to do it.
Now, what gave you the confidence to start writing your own songs?
I don't think any confidence was there. Just started. Actually, after my freshman year of college, one of the friends on campus, he was recording, you know, rappers always want singers, and apparently he just thought I could sing, and so he asked me to sing for his mixtape. And I'm like, okay, what you want me to sing? And he wanted me to write my own part, and so it was amazing, and I got a taste of it, and before I knew it, it just songs would come all the time, to the point where I said I need to get a guitar, so I have music to go with it. But that was only 3 years ago, so it's been 3 years, but I guess it was him asking me to do that kind of made me realize I love this, you know.
Cool. Now, I want to know. You dance. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, yes you do. How is that? You know, is that a love to something? I know you do in your spare time as well, but you know, how did that come about? Is that just something you just do around the house? Do you do it in public? Tell me you don't do it in public.
Dancing, I didn't even realize I danced. When I was growing up, I danced. I had dance classes and I did pageants, and that was always my talent for the talent competition was dance. And in high school, I danced on the marching band. But now I just dance for fun. I mean, I don't do any choreography. I just dance.
Yeah, dance.
Yeah, I just dance.
This girl is crazy. Put some music on. You're like one of the few artists who I've spoken to who don't put themselves in the box when it comes to the type of genre of music. So what type of style do you consider yourself to fit in?
Lately I've been considering my music acoustic soul, but my EP, there's only one acoustic song, so I can't be an acoustic soul artist with no acoustic songs. Yeah. But most of my sets that I do are acoustic, so I'm just soul in general. But when I say soul, I don't mean like James Brown soul. I mean just songs that come from the soul, literally. But I like all types of music. Just whatever, I don't know. You can have fun. You can experiment, and that's where I'm at because I'm a new artist. I can experiment. I can do an upbeat song, you know, that has, you know, congas, or I can do another song that has electric guitar, cowbell. You know, I can do whatever I want because I'm new, and once I find my sweet spot, I'll stay there.
I like it. Like I like the fact that you don't put yourself in the box like I said before. You don't have to define yourself right out the gate. You're still finding yourself, just like all of us in different careers and stages in life. So kudos to you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think it's good to know what your niche is, but I mean, until you find it, just have fun and.
Okay. So thinking about fun, switching the mood, holidays coming up. What's the tradition for the Arsena household?
We don't have any tradition.
Ribs?
Yeah. Oh, you mean with my family? They
Yes.
they do like my family will have a party for anything. It's Wednesday, let's party. But as far as like me and Steven, our household, we don't really have any traditions because we our anniversary is in January. It's just kind of like get here. And Christmas is cool, but with the holidays, I don't think we have any big traditions. We go to one family's house for Thanksgiving and another side of the family for Christmas. Try to alternate.
So because I have you here, can I get a little snippet of what we can expect on your album?
Sure. Yeah. I will do a snippet of My Heart Cries Out, which is the single for the EP.
Okay, that'll work. I need more of you. Well, give me more of you. Oh, my heart cries out and give me faith renewed. I need you without a doubt, because I'm thirsty for you, yeah. And I'm reaching out. Give me more, yes, more, more. Oh, my heart cries out. That's my favorite song. Maybe I heard it a lot, but that one and I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I love that song. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Hey. So again, thank you, Arsena. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I appreciate it, and I wish you well on everything that you're doing in your music. And January 1st.
January 1st.
I'm gonna get it right. I was gonna say December 31st. I mean, they can wait for it. January 1st.
January 1st.
January 1st.
Yeah, start the new year off
with the EP. And I honestly, I wish you well, because you are a great musician, a great minister. When you're on stage, when you're ministering, it's just whatever you're doing, you're awesome at it. You're a great friend too. So thank you. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another show of Beyond Revealed, and I pray you continue to support Arsena and everything that she's doing with her Abundantly EP.
Well, my name is Arsena Schroeder, and January 1st my EP Abundantly comes out. Make sure you support it. It will be on iTunes, Rhapsody, Amazon, Spotify, most online distribution sites, and also I have hard copies. So if you haven't checked out my website, do so. It's www.arsenamusic.com, and be sure to support it. Thank you. Joy is found.